Look, the biggest podcast where you can learn them lessons. Line for line where you can learn from different sections. Made it out the mud, come tell your story, blessings. Never know who listening, never know who stressing. Devon gave you a voice, come speak your honest truth. Line for line, go bar for bar, it's up to you. Wanna talk sports, gov, and politics? Wanna talk about where you from and your accomplishments? Then Line for Line is really where you need to be. A platform that's really made for folks like you and me. You can find it all no matter what you seek. Whether you calling or you listening, tune in every week.
All right. We are back on a very, very special episode of Line for Line. Today's segment, we have The Struggle is Real featuring Domenica. Domenica, how are you today?
Good, how are you?
I'm actually doing pretty good. How are you doing on this Wednesday?
Oh, good. Just had to work.
Yeah. How was work for you today?
It was busy, but it was good.
Yeah? Yeah, nice. So just tell us a little bit about yourself. Tell us who you are.
Okay. Well, I'm 26. I'm old. I am a childcare provider. I just got a job for autistic kids, so I'll be doing that starting next week.
Uh-huh.
I graduated from fashion school. Nothing too exciting.
Yeah.
I'm into makeup. Yeah, pretty much that's it.
Yeah. Just come a little bit closer and just speak up a little bit more, young lady, just so that the fans can hear you at home. So you said you're 26,
Mm-hmm.
you graduated fashion school,
Mm-hmm.
and you work with autistic kids now, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So since today's segment is called The Struggle is Real, what type of struggles do you think you've ever faced in life?
That depends. I feel like in life, I struggle with body image a lot. Just like any girl.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like society wants you to look a certain way when it's not possible all the time.
Mm-hmm.
That's my biggest struggle, I think, and I think any girl who's watching right now is probably the same.
Yeah.
They always want you to be a size 0 when life is unfair and you can't be a size 0 all the time.
Yeah.
I think that's my biggest struggle. It's just body image.
Yeah. And people are beautiful of all shapes and sizes, by the way, too. You don't have to look a certain way, like you said. And I kind of get upset when people feel like they have to look a certain way when they're beautiful in their own skin, you know. And I'm just thankful that you're willing to come on the show and talk about that as well, too.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people, they talk about that as well, too. They say, oh my gosh, what about the plus size people? What about the bigger people? You know what I'm saying? Not everyone's going to have washboard abs and look a certain way. So thank you. Is there anything that you do to like help yourself with your self-image?
So I love doing my makeup. So I'll do my makeup and I'll take photos all the time. I recently did like it was like a sexy photo shoot with my best friend.
Okay.
And it wasn't anything crazy, but I got to just do my makeup and do my hair, and it really made me feel like I was pretty the way I am. Like it showed the curves that I don't usually see because I'm not a camera and I can't get those angles. So I really liked that about it.
Yeah.
So it helped my struggles when I saw that like my thighs might have cellulite, but like they're pretty, and I can wear a pair of heels and do my hair and makeup, and I still look pretty and
Yes, ma'am.
and feel pretty.
You're like a walking testimony for everyone at home. Seriously,
Yeah.
what is it that you do to gather confidence? Because I notice like a lot of people will tell me, they say, oh, well, I don't wear this or dress a certain way because I'm not comfortable in my own body. How do you gather the courage to do that? Because I noticed like the pictures you post, I'm like, okay, she's happy being herself.
Yeah. It's a struggle. I look at plus size fashion magazines and I can see how pretty those girls are and how much confidence they have, even though it's really difficult for them too. But watching that and not looking at all the abs and all the pretty girls and looking more at the plus size girls helped me a lot.
Yeah.
That's something that when I look through the pages, I'm like, they are like me, where they have difficulties losing weight, but they embrace it instead of like hiding themselves.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody should ever hide themselves because they're not a size 0 or anything.
Yeah.
So.
You're going places, young lady. Let me tell you that. You're going places. So what who are some influencers that you look up to that are also like plus size?
I don't know if I really look up to anybody. But my favorite fashion designer is Alexander McQueen.
Alexander McQueen. Nice.
He's pretty good. And I don't know if anybody's familiar with him, but he advocated towards plus size women all the time. He had a canvas of like a naked woman who wasn't a size 0, and he wanted the world to know that we could all wear that stuff and not just like the double zeros. Like oh, they get the pretty dresses and us fat girls get nothing.
Yeah. Oh my
like,
gosh. Yeah.
like he had a good balance in that. So he was like my biggest inspiration.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
I love some Alexander McQueen.
Yeah.
He's definitely popping with that. Has there been any struggles with like relationship wise or anything like that you've faced?
um in the relationship I'm in now, it's been the best that
Mm-hmm.
I've ever had.
Yes, ma'am.
He embraces me and he loves me for me, and it's been great. My last relationship, on the other hand, was very difficult because he was a gym buff dude, and he like would point out to me that I had to go to the gym with him, and he was like always saying that I need to lose weight without saying I need to lose weight.
Mm-hmm.
So that was really a big struggle. That like killed my confidence.
Yeah.
But the new guy I'm with, he doesn't ever say anything. He understands that I have thyroid issues and like things in life prevent me to lose the weight I need to lose.
Yes.
So he's really understanding, and it's great.
Yeah. Now, what type of advice can you give to the gentlemen out there? Like some gentlemen may be shallow. And I've been guilty of this, like in the
Yeah.
past as well too. Since we're talking about the struggle, where I'll like a girl, you know, I'll say, oh well, she's plus size, you know, but then I was like, oh well, I'm kind of nervous what people will think, like if they see me with her or something like that. Like, what type of advice would you give to people like that? You know?
So there's this quote I saw. It was like, dating a plus size girl is like bringing a bag of chips to church. Like everybody's gonna watch as you open it, but everybody's gonna wish they had that bag of chips.
Yeah.
So to guys, I would say like if you like plus size girls, like fuck society. I'm sorry for swearing, but like society shouldn't tell you not to like a plus size girl. It's all about who you like and who makes you feel some type of way.
Yeah.
So I would say just like go for it.
Mhm.
We know how to cook.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
We know how to cook.
But and like, to not saying to their defense, but if you look at media, TV, movies,
Yeah.
who do you see them prepping up?
It's always the skinny girls.
Exactly. Who do you see them like making good wives on TV shows and stuff like that as well too, you know? And we're so brainwashed as a people, you know, we truly miss out on life because we're worried about and chasing the wrong things.
Yeah.
So for you coming on this platform, that's a big deal, like giving us that credibility, you know.
Yeah.
And like I just told you, like I struggled with that, being shallow in the past as well too. Every day is a learning experience for me. I'm working on myself as well too to get over some childish things that I might have had when I was 22, 23, you know. But as I grow on, you know, I just learn to love people for them, you know, because beauty is only skin deep, you know. And you really have to take time to get to know the person too, because that's what's going to make you fall in love with someone, not their appearance, you know. Because you can bring home a girl from the gym or Instagram model, whatever the case may be, but then when you get home, you guys don't connect or don't vibe because you didn't take that time to get to know them. You've only worried about the outside beauty, and that's just a recipe for disaster.
Yeah.
From the get-go.
It sucks because I feel like our generation's all about sex, and it's like all we focus on. It's not about like the person. So that's really sad because I feel like you can have that connection with anybody, but you choose not to because they don't look a certain way. So kind of sad.
Oh my gosh, yeah, this generation's just all about that as well too. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure you've had that before while bringing people home or meeting people that they only wanted one thing.
Yeah, and I'm very Christian, as you know. I don't do any of that before marriage. And that's something I struggled with too, because they're like, "Oh, you're a plus size and you won't sleep with me." Like, what?
Oh my gosh, no way.
Yeah. I'm like, oh well, if you get to know me, there's more than just that, you know. So I feel like that's another struggle.
That's definitely a big struggle too, because you're just missing out. Like I just said, you're missing out on so much when you don't really get to know the person that you're pursuing. You know, if you go into it with that mindset, or I'm only gonna get this, you're gonna leave out of it. Excuse me, I can't talk. You're gonna leave out of it with nothing. So you may have got to sleep with her, but at the end of the day, you leave out of it with nothing because you didn't gain a partner, you didn't gain anything, you know. If anything, if you want to be honest with today's society, all you really did was gain worries, you know what I'm saying? About, oh my god, well, what if I have something now, or you know, or like what if she's attached, or what if I'm attached to her? It's just too much to worry about. So people at home, just take the time to get to know the person as well too, you know. So any struggles that you faced, like in your work experience, like gathering the experience, you would say?
As far as like the plus size, or
no, just like going to like further levels with your job, because I know you just said you got a new job.
I don't really have any struggles in that field, which is good. I'm grateful for that. I have a lot of experience in childcare, so for me, it's always been really easy
Mm-hmm.
to just be like, I apply and then they'll interview me and they're like, oh, we love your experience, and then I'll get the job.
Yeah.
Like, I haven't really struggled with that, luckily.
Yeah.
So
Good.
I've been
Good.
grateful with that.
Yeah. What's your struggles like when it comes to food? Because if you want me to be honest, I can't stay away from sugar. You know, like this is like today's Wednesday. I stopped sugar Sunday night. I made it 3 days, you know, but sugar, my like candy, cookies, chips, all that stuff like that. That's my weakness.
My biggest weakness is not even food. It's like wine.
Wine?
Like I can never stop drinking wine.
Yeah.
Like I'll have a long day at work and I'll just have a glass and I'm like, oh, this is great,
Yeah.
and I can't stay away from it. But yeah, I think that's my struggle with food is
What
the wine.
what type of wine drinker are you?
I like sweet drinks, so
Okay.
as long as it's like strawberry or like peach,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm a sucker for those. Those
Yeah.
are good.
Where do you go for your just like overall life motivation? You know, because I do notice like a lot of stuff that you post are quotes, and I'm like always all over them. I like steal a lot of them, and then like I'll post them like on Instagram or something like that. Hope she doesn't see it and think I like took credit for what she just posted.
Oh, I saw. No.
Oh my god.
So where I get those inspirations is what you're asking. I read a lot.
Mhm.
I'm a huge like bookworm, and so I'll like read the book and I'll find that quote and I'm like, I relate to that, and so I'll just post it. I
Yeah.
really just get it from my books.
What's your favorite book? And please give us the long story because we obviously love hearing long stories.
Oh god. I don't know what my favorite book. I would say Pride and Prejudice is probably my favorite book. I guess the reason is because Jane Austen's very witty and she is very opinionated, and in that time it was like shunned or
Mhm.
shame or whatever
Yeah.
the word is for women to be that way, and she just didn't care. So I really like that book because she's like me, where she doesn't really care about fitting into society. It's more about like her
Mhm.
and what she likes to do. Um, and so I would reread that book all the time because she's like basically saying she's in love with this man, but like giving him the runaround because she's playing hard to get. So
Oh my gosh.
yeah.
And what type of movies is it that you're into?
Horror movies usually.
Oh my gosh, really?
Yeah.
I just always took you as like the romantic type of gal, like movies like that, you know.
I do like romance movies, but I love some like killing scenes and
Oh
some
my
fighting
gosh.
scenes.
I can't do it. I'm a big baby. I can't sit there and just keep watching scary movies and stuff like that. Like, because I'm a very scary person. So it'll be
no.
like let's say I go to the gym at 4:30 in the morning. I'm like scared to go to my car because I'm just like, oh my god, what if it's out here?
Oh
What
my
if
gosh.
Chucky's under my car or anything like that?
So you get scared at red balloons?
I guess. Oh my god, yeah. Too funny. So I do notice that we did go to church a couple times together as well too. Like, how much motivation do you take from church for what you go
Um,
through in just daily life?
I take a lot of motivation from church. It's like my safe haven when I'm not at home. I mean, I would even say church is like my first home and my home is my second home because I'm always there on Sundays, and when I'm not there, I'm always watching on Sundays.
Hmm.
Um, I can't go a Sunday without watching it because it's not even that like you need to watch in order for God to know you love him,
Hmm.
but it's for me. I just love watching the talk. I love knowing that how my pastor perceives things is like it makes me feel like I can get through everything
Hmm.
without having to second guess myself or anything. So I would say it's like 100% my motivation.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not a great Christian, but I do enjoy the talks.
Is there such thing as a great Christian, a perfect Christian?
No.
Is there such thing as a perfect individual?
No.
No?
No.
It's almost impossible, right?
It's very impossible.
So do you ever get to do any public speaking at church or anything like that, just about trials and tribulations that you've been through?
No, I never volunteered for that because I'm way too shy.
Oh my god, look at you on the podcast right now. The hottest podcast in Kenosha, might I add. You know, look at you. You're out here smiling, shining, you know. It's just so crazy to see your journey, you know what I'm saying? Like just the relationship I see you in now too. Like she looks extremely happy. Like look at her. Look at her. And like just from the conversations we've had and what you told me you expected out of a relationship and the happiness that you wanted it to bring you, like you look the part right now. You look
Oh
like
my
money right now. So whatever he's doing, I hope he continues to do it.
Yeah,
He's a good guy for you then.
He's a really good guy. I don't know where I found this man.
Yeah.
But I got really lucky. Yeah.
Well, God sent them. That's what he makes no mistakes when he's doing things as well too. So
That's true.
yeah. So is there any social platforms that you would like people to maybe look you up and follow you on, or do you have any?
I have Instagram and Facebook. It's all under Domenica Rosa Fansler. I have Snapchat too.
Yeah. So for you plus size girls, if you want that daily inspiration, you know what I'm saying, just a beautiful story, make sure you guys give her a follow. And just like that, we're wrapping up a great segment of Line for Line with Domenica. Domenica, thank you for coming.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
You calling or you listening, tune in every week. Line for line. Oh yeah, I'm going line for line.